Hey, how you guys doing? Ryan here. So I want to talk to you guys about the freedom of speech. So freedom of speech is part of the Bill of Rights. And what the Bill of Rights does is the Bill of Rights was created to limit the power of the federal government. Freedom of speech also allows you to speak your mind. Because if you can't speak your mind, you're not really free, right? As well as that, it gives the press some power. The reason why it gives the press the power is because it allows them to speak their mind. It kind of allows them to control politicians and things like this. This gives the press almost the power of the fourth checks and balances. This just kind of proves how freedom of speech is one of the most powerful rights we have.
Hi guys, my name is Yaya, and today I'll be talking about freedom of speech. Well, I have three topics. I have democracy, symbolic speech, and direct incitement test. Well, first, democracy depends on free exchange of ideas. So basically, without democracy, you can't have freedom of speech, which takes me into my second topic, symbolic speech. First Amendment extend further than pure speech and extend symbolic speech under it. Also, Supreme Court first acknowledged that symbolic speech was entitled to First Amendment protection in Stromberg versus California, which was in 1931, which takes me into my final topic, which is direct incitement test. Protects advocacy of illegal action unless imminent lawless action is intended and likely to occur. Thank you.
Good morning, America, and today I'm going to talk about how all speech is not free. Unprotected speech, press include libel, fighting words, slander, and obscenity. Libel is false written statements defaming somebody. For an example, Stephanie murdered Drake, a false statement that's not true. Slander are spoken words defaming somebody. John said Stephanie murders dogs, not true. Opinions are not defaming, only facts can be defaming. If you say, I believe Stephanie murders dogs, this is an opinion, making it not defaming, so it is not considered slander. Just saying I think, though, does not make an opinion. It is all based on circumstance according to the jury on how they rule certain things. With obscenity, the Supreme Court allows plenty of leeway, giving communities the option to censor what they please and consider obscene. It is really tough to regulate things on the internet on obscenity. Fighting words are also not protected by freedom of speech. Since 1942, fighting words are anything that incites a breach of peace and can inflict injury. Fighting words can be incited by angering one, by comments made on race, color, creed, gender, or etc.
So, there are many interesting facts about freedom of speech. In 1948, the United Nations recognized freedom of speech as a human right in the International Declaration of Human Rights. Going far back in time, the great philosopher Socrates in 399 BC was persecuted for an early argument promoting freedom of speech. Another fact is the fact that students are not exempt of this right, mainly because the court case of Tinker versus Des Moines in 1969, retaining their rights to free speech during school hours. The study says that 70% of Americans in the United States think that we should have freedom of speech as a right, even though we use really offensive words against other people. Pretty rough, I think. But actually, hate speech, which is the speech that offends, insult, or threat others based on race, religion, and nationality, and sexual orientation, etc., is actually protected by the First Amendment.
Alright guys, so this is the First Amendment. This is the freedom of speech. And these are the opinions of the peoples. As you can see, we got the freedom of speech inside the First Amendment, and all the opinions of peoples are right here. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a nice day.